It's a complicated question. Why should you care about blind cavefish that live a couple hundred feet below us? Why should you care about little rainforest frogs? What I generally tell people when they come to the zoo and they ask that question, I tell them before I answer it, go home and take an inventory of all of the medicines that you have in your house. You cannot come up with a list where at least 75% of the medicines are not directly derived from nature. And even if you don't care about the environment, and even if you don't care about forests and you don't think in a green way, your life undoubtedly will depend on one of these medicines at some point or another.
Main responsibilities of an animal care specialist are welfare and husbandry for animals. So in Mammals One, we take care of a variety of different animals. So that's feeding, training, cleaning areas, making sure everything is in the best condition and standard for them. It's hard work. Obviously you see, especially in Texas, summers are 100 degrees plus, or when we had that snowstorm, I slept here at the zoo. I was on grounds 24/7 taking care of the animals. We were doing everything we can.
We're mostly interested in making sure that we provide the absolute best case scenario for animals that are outside of the wild, animals that are serving as animal ambassadors. We give them the most space possible, we give them the best conditions possible, we give them the best enrichment possible, we make sure that the diets are exactly what they need or more.
All the animals have choice, right? So they choose how they want to live out their day and how they want to interact with people or their exhibit or things like that. So we are not forcing them to do anything.
Some of these animals have never been in captivity ever, so no one knows how to care for them. So just how you have a dog and everyone reads a book to how to care for a dog and to train it, there's no book for a Georgia blind salamander. So we kind of make those protocols. We're figuring that out, and for other institutions down the line. We're the Center for Conservation and Research, but the zoo does a whole lot of other stuff as well, such as, allocating funds to a specific conservation project that occurs maybe not in the United States, but somewhere else for a species that we have in our care.
We work in Chile, and we work on conservation efforts with amphibians there. We work in China with the Chinese Academy of Sciences, in South China exploring caves and documenting blind cavefish for the Chinese government. We work in the mountains of Japan with Japanese giant salamanders. We even work in the Gulf of Mexico with deep sea wildlife.
I know it's hard to look past some of the exhibits and how they are enclosed in a way, but as I mentioned, our job is literally to give them everything they would want or need or could have in a day-to-day basis. Also just have an open mind. See that these zoological settings exist for a reason, not because they're to be on display or we're taking advantage of having them. We are providing an experience for people.